All right, I'm on hole number 5 of the Liberty tournament in Monday's practice round in the rookie division. I'm in my practice account, just checking it out, just making sure that my notes as far as clubs and balls are what I really want to use. There's a couple changes I'll make in my main account. Hole number 3, I'll use a Power 5 ball. Just trying to get them down. This hole right here, okay, this hole right here pisses me off. This is one of those holes that I feel like I should get eagle on all the time, but I don't. And in the past, I've had like a really specific area that I wanted to land, and I was not trying to get super greedy here. So the deal is, if we do trajectory on, like, if you follow this cut line right here, you follow, yeah, let's see if I can get that without touching the screen over there. If you follow that cut line along, you know, you're out in this area right here. So like somewhere like right in this area where you're along that line, you've got the entire green. You can start from down here at the bottom and you can run it up to the green. So you've got a wide swath here. You're not having to put on a lot of backspin or put on a movement of the ball because you've got a perfect run up to the cup. If you overhit and you're out here, the farther you hit out when you do this line to the cup, then you know you only have this much room from here to the cup where you can run it out. So you're going to have to put on a little bit more backspin. You're going to have to put a little bit more movement on the ball in order to get your first bounce so it's on the green and then get it to the cup. So I've always like this little layup shot out here. The problem is that with a kingmaker, my max club's out here, my mid club's like out right here, and then min club, I'm always kind of in between here. And it actually works out like this, where my max club's like right there at the cup, and my mid club's here. And so I'm always kind of like where I'm starting off is like in between these two spots. So I have to pick some weird number. It's always off. So my thought process was, well, hell, just bring a katana, and then this line will come back. I'm almost thinking I should bring a quasar. But I like to take the drive shot with a QB. Or if you've got an upper developed rock, you can bring a rock, because I'd rather go through this area with a 100% accurate club than with an extra mile or something that's got less accuracy. Just because here in this area, if you hit a one ring great to the right, you could clip the tree. You hit a one ring great to the left, you're in the rough, because it's 2.1 per ring. Whereas with a rock or a QB, it's 1 per ring. You could hit a 2 ring great to the left or the right, and you might still eke through. But what I've been trying on this is to try and get all the way over to the other side, to get as far out here as I possibly can to the other side, so that my angle coming to the cup, let's see if I can zoom in a little. My angle coming into the cup from out in this area is such that I can try a rough bump off of this pad. And I'm going to tell you, this rough bump is kind of difficult to set up, because if you're back here trying to just go to the hole, your ball guide's tailing off way out here. So in order to get it so that it's right, you got to push it way up into the spot, and you need side spin in order to bring it around. It's kind of a difficult rough bump to set up. But I'm still exploring my options here. I'm going to try and hit it way out here to the other side. I'm changing up how I'm doing this hole, just because sometimes I get on this hole and it's like, man, I'll make like, it's like it's like maybe a 40%. So like if you think about it, you take this shot 5 times during the tournament, and out of 5 times, I'd really like that percentage to be 3 or 4 out of 5. And the reality is that it's 1 or 2 out of 5. So that puts it at what, 20 to 40%. And I really want this hole to be like a 60%, where I make it, you know, 3 out of the 5 times that I take the shot, so that I don't look at this hole as being a hole that you absolutely have to make in order to make your round. It's not one of those types of holes, but making this shot, especially in a weekend round, at least picking it up once, is huge, especially on a course like this where there's limited. I mean, we have opportunities on every hole, but these are tough holes to pick shots up on. And this hole right here is a great opportunity for us to pick up shots. I know that this hole was in one of the tournaments it was in. I picked it up both times in the weekend round, and it was the difference. It's why I won that tournament is because it was, I think it was the New York Classic. I caught it both times, and this was the make or break hole for my round. And I'm always like this. Every stinking time I get on this hole, I just want to change it up. I just want to change it up, man. All right, I'm just gonna hit it out there and see what happens. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna bring a quasar, and I'm gonna use my rock. That'll give me the best of both worlds. Maybe the quasar will put me more towards max club. Let's get a chest open. Get a chest open. Get one rolling. I'm gonna bring my rock. Switch that out to a sniper, even though I'm not gonna be in sniper range. I'll be in grizzly range, and I'm gonna bring a quasar. See if I can get out there with a quasar. Maybe the quasar will put me more towards one of my numbers, and I'm going to do just a layup shot that I normally do. I need to piss or get off the pot on this hole. I've tried that rough bump shot, and there is a specific spot out there. And the deal is if you're not in a super specific spot, the setup for that rough bump will be different, and that rough bump is a little bit difficult to set up. It's not that it's like, like some hard thing to set up, but what it is, what I mean by difficult to set up is that it's time consuming. And if you watch my stuff on a regular basis, half the time I'm down to like 2 seconds and I've got to release on the very first time by. And so I want to try and give myself a little bit more time. In the rough. You can make it from there. Let's see if a quasar will, where it puts me. 2-7, straightforward. Only need a couple top spin. Two 7, and I'm doing 2-7. And in order to get it to land in the fairway, I'm going to have to put a little teeny bit of curl on it. And hit one ring grade on the inside, which gives me the risk of clipping the tree. Now, not only am I, normally I'm halfway, so I'm probably a good, you can see where I'm at right here, like half the distance to that little tip, that little rough tip that sticks out there. So I lost about 5-7 yards, somewhere in that neighborhood. But I've got a quasar, so I should be pretty dang close to max club. Should be. Let's see what my opponent can get in the hole. Nope. All right, let's see where I'm at in my club. Let's see if I got myself to max. No, there's max. There's max. There's min. So there's mid. So once again, I am more towards mid if I start off down here on this. So it's 2.6 equals divided by 1.75 is 1.63. I'm going to do a 1.7. There's 1. There's 1.5. There's 6, 7. Oh, did great to the left. I came in there with too much speed. Need to use a little bit more backspin. I'd have to get way down there onto that fairway to bounce it up there if I wanted to be more towards my mid club. But it looked like that was running a little bit truer. So I'm going to make a change on this hole. I'm not going to continue to beat my head against the wall and stick at the 20 to 40%. I mean, I think my chances of staying at 20 to 40%, changing something up, or I'm not lowering my chances of getting it in there by bringing a quasar, but I could be potentially upping my chances because of where it's putting me out my club. But if you're doing the same stuff over and over again and you're not getting the result you want, you've got to make a change. Otherwise, you're insane. I mean, that's the deal. Don't be afraid to make changes. I don't care who tells you what, like you're watching stuff. I encourage you to watch lots of people's stuff. You can see it from different angles and different positions, and go watch their stuff. And if you like a shot that somebody's taken, then that's the one, then you have to work it for your clubs. I try not to watch a lot of people's stuff during tournament week because I'm trying to figure this out on my own, and I'm trying to help you guys learn how to figure it out on your own. And I don't want to just regurgitate what everybody else is saying. That's why it takes me all damn week just to get the numbers right. And a lot of you are probably going, dude, dude, it's plus 15%, man. I got to figure that out for myself. All right, that was hole number 5 of the Liberty tournament and Monday's practice round of the rookie division. Thanks for watching.